Got it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, welcome to the story of courage, with Project Safe by World Vision Singapore. Tonight we are featuring Marije and Magdalene, and welcome to this global movement of Women United in Courage. My name is Lilian Ong. I'm founder of Class Living and of course Women of Courage Asia. I'm so glad to have you with us, tonight, this afternoon, or in the morning, where depending on where you are logging in from. So if you have joined us last on Thursday live stream, we have already actually met our courage ambassador, Marije and Magdalene. And they are the women behind tonight's story. But tonight we are going to go one step deeper, okay? Because every woman have a story, and I believe that when one woman has the courage to share her story, she can awaken courage in another woman. But tonight is not just about stories. We are or stories of courage. We want to turn courage into action. Our Story of Courage campaign is supporting like Project Safe by World Vision. So that includes a livelihood program designed to train 30 out of school girls in tailoring with sewing equipments, financial literacy, right, and opportunities of the livelihood to build a more sustainable future. So before we hear the stories, I want us to understand who we are standing with and why this whole campaign, why this sharing of story of courage matters, right? So Patricia, welcome back, Patricia. Thank you for
Lillian.
being with us tonight. Yes. So during our first session, you have done a full presentation about Project Safe. So rather than giving us another presentation, I'd love to have a conversation with you so
Yeah,
that our
sure.
audience can, understand the human impact behind Project Safe. Okay. So Patricia, can you help us understand like what life is like for the girls and the families in Cordova? What are some of the realities that they are facing that we may not see from where we are?
All right.
Mm,
Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share. Um, the World Vision is a global humanitarian organization with a history of 76 years, and we have been really focusing on children in vulnerable situations, particularly in not only villages but also in slum areas like the area that you are supporting in Cordova in Cebu, Philippines. That is an area where families are living in the slums and children are being subjected to possible sexual exploitation because of poverty, because of food insecurity, because of informal housing, and because of the lack of access to education, so that they are aware of their child rights and how to protect themselves. So, just share how their living conditions is like through a slide, um, so that visually you can see what it actually is.
mm.
Um, yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah. Could you see the slide?
Yes.
Yes. So, these are the type of living conditions that they are living in, the girls that we are supporting together with your organization. Really, you can see that it's very open in terms of the housing that they're living in, and it's not safe, and there's no proper sanitation, limited access to clean water. And because they are living in an underprivileged area in the slums, and therefore the opportunities for livelihood is limited, so they rely a lot on small scale vending, which does not provide them with sufficient and regular income. And when there is insufficient income in the home, the first thing that goes is probably schooling and education for girls. And so for this project that the Women of Courage has come together to support is really supporting girls who are out of school because of such insecurity and poverty. and so that they have an opportunity to make a honest living instead of being subjected to sexual exploitation, or there could be perpetrators who actually reach to them in with digital devices that they have access to. And so this project is part of a larger project that includes strengthening the child protection systems in the area, working with different stakeholders to identify the risks among families, to also promote digital safety so that they know the risk of scams or child trafficking that goes through digital device, which puts the children at risk, because poverty can be the reason why they subject themselves or they listen to what is going on their digital devices.
Mm, right. Thank you for sharing that. I think, of course, we understand that Project Safe goes to specifically training 30 out of school girls, right? These are the girls that we are supporting through this fundraising, and is so important in reaching out to these girls. So when we hear like tailoring training, we may think that the girls are simply learning how to sew, but I understand that the program goes much further than this. Can you walk us through like what happens from the time the girl is selected until she has the tools and the knowledge to begin building a livelihood?
Okay, so for the girls that we select, we will look at the vulnerability factors within each of their family, which is why we're selecting 30 most vulnerable girls with very high risk of being subjected to unhealthy occupations. And before we actually make the selection, and the ages range between 15 to 25. So
Mm,
what we seek to provide them is tailoring, but it's not just training of the skill sets. Okay, what it covers, it is also things like after you earn the money, how do you manage the finances? Financial literacy is very important. After you learn the skills, you need startup kits. You need like the basic startup machinery and the sewing needles and the thread in order to start actually making clothes for the market. But for them to find the market linkages, they need some help in order to link it. Otherwise, if they are all on their own, they might get disappointed or discouraged because they cannot find the business, they cannot be able to sell the clothes that they make. So it's a whole scope of intervention that we provide beyond just tailoring skills training. Yeah, it includes all these that is shown on the slide, which includes business and financial literacy. Okay, am I showing presenter view?
oh yes, you are.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me share again. Um, okay. Okay, I hope this is better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, what we have in complete, I would say holistic package,
Mm,
is to teach them business and financial literacy sessions, and then also to have them form informal savings group so that they have a habit of saving, and with that savings, they will learn they can loan from the group and then invest in a business, expand their business after that. And we'll also monitor their progress and evaluate their progress to see how we can help them build onto a sustainable state as part of the whole program for this tailoring livelihood initiative to really support 30 girls to have a better future and healthy occupation. And they could also then support their family in ways because of the income that they earn.
right. Right. And but I would also like everyone who is watching this session to imagine one of these young girls, young women, right? 1 year from now, 1 year from now, what could be different in her life because she received this opportunity? How would that look like? What would Are you able to like also share with us like 1 year from now, after receiving, after going through the training, right? How could, what could be different in her life because she received this opportunity?
Mm. Okay, so such an initiative is actually not the first time that we're actually rolling this out. We have been rolling this out in different slum areas in different countries. And I myself have actually seen a girl
Mm,
who, after actually receiving the training, which is a few hours, quite a few hours of training for a few weeks,
mm,
to be able to reach a particular skill standard in order to start actually making clothes for others, they are able to then manage their time, and their time is occupied with meaningful activities, and they are able to start then contribute to the family's income, and
mm,
they themselves are not subjected to hazardous child labor.
mm.
Yeah, so there becomes regular, orders coming in, and they also start to take pride and have confidence that they actually can do something and build their own business as well.
Right. I think the best thing is to see that transformation happening, right?
Yes,
Yeah. I mean, we really support the project, and we can see that the training in place are structured, and definitely these girls will receive the transformation and their life will be better. And like you said, they can even start contributing to their families. Yeah.
yes,
So,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, finally, I mean, for someone listening tonight, or this afternoon or this morning, wherever you're logging in from, if they are wondering, can their contribution really make a difference? What would you want to say, all our supporters out there who are considering supporting this project? What is that one thing that you want to say to the audience? And yeah, what can we collectively make possible for all 30 of them? Yeah.
Mm. So for World Vision, all our intervention projects bring about measurable impact. And every single supporter that supports this project will also receive an impact report of how the 30 girls are doing, testimonial stories from them of how the tailoring skills, financial literacy skills, and being able to start up a business and being linked to market demand has helped them, whether it's in their own lives or the lives of their families as well. So that is what World Vision does to ensure that there is accountability to what you all have contributed to, and there will be an impact report sent to each of the donors. Yeah, and I've seen it for myself from the girls who actually have received that sewing machine and what they really do with it, and the orders that they take in some in other countries as well. So this is a project that we do have experience in rolling out, including establishing savings group. It is something been in our many of the areas that we support, and financial literacy sessions, because these are the basic essential knowledge that a lot of them may lack because the lack of education. Yeah, so it really puts their time to meaningful use, meaningful purposes that builds a healthy future for them rather than being subjected to sexual exploitation, especially in these areas where, if their child protection system is not strong enough, they can easily fall prey to
Mm,
whether it's child traffickers or people who are looking for child laborers, where they will pay them very cheap prices but at very hazardous working conditions.
mm. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure the girls will be very excited. I can imagine their excitement, receiving their own sewing machine and all the equipments to embark on this it's like an entrepreneurial journey. Yeah. So thank you so much, Patricia. I think this is important that we began by understanding who we are standing with, right? Who are the 30 girls that we are standing with, because this is what women supporting women looks like, right? And we have women from different countries, different cultures, different life experiences, choosing to stand with these young women. So even women, they've never met, right? So now we meet the women who chosen to use their voice and their story to create that impact. So I'm going to introduce our first Courage Ambassador, Marije. Marije, welcome.
Thank
And
you.
yes, and you are logging in from the Netherlands.
Yes,
It-
exactly.
And it's good afternoon to you, right?
Yeah, it's 2:17 p.m.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, our audience had the opportunity to meet you on Thursday. So those of you who have not get to know a little bit more the fun side, the other side of Marije, you can go and catch the replay in either in our YouTube channel, Voices of Courage Asia, or our respective Facebook profile account. Okay, so tonight we're going to go beyond the introduction. We're going into the journey
Yeah.
behind your courage. So, Marije, whenever you're ready, take us into your story of courage.
Thank you, Lillian. Well, welcome tonight, especially for all the people that I invited, and of course, all the other ones who are invited as well. Tonight, I'm gonna share my story because I believe every woman has a story of courage, and it's important that we share this so we can help each other. So I'm gonna share my screen and let's start. Uh, so, this is me. My name is Marije Inge Louise, but I decided to use my name from my grandmother. Her name was Louise. She's not here with us anymore, but she's a very important person in my life. During my story, I will explain a little bit why. I am into a community builder, I'm a speaker, and I love women empowerment. And yeah, I have some empowered milestones in my life. I am a teacher. I teach little children between the age of 4 and 6. Right now, I'm doing that in Amsterdam. I'm working with refugee children, but I also lived 5 years in Curacao, as you can see here on the pictures. And let me see, 3 years ago, I did my NLP Master Practitioner. So I'm a certificate NLP Master. I'm a podcast host. I'm also in crew with Joseph McClendon and also in the NLP community where I am. And I'm into women empowerment. Some fun facts. Well, I have an adventure, music, magical moments, and love have shaped some of the best chapters of my life. For example, Efteling is my favorite theme park in the Netherlands. I lived in the Caribbean for 5 years, and I did some solo traveling through Canada and South America. I am engaged. I'm gonna get married in this October. And since I was a little child, I love to sing. It's a big part in my family. And yeah, it's always nice to sing and be together and feel connected to the people I love. Yeah, so that's some fun facts about me. But there are also some stories people don't know about me, and that is where I'm gonna talk a little bit about today. The first part is that when I was 14, 15 years old, I was in an unhealthy relationship. It was a destructive relationship, unfortunately. And because of that, I gained a lot of weight. Maybe you cannot imagine it, but I was 22 kilos heavier than I was right now because I felt really insecure. And I was starting binge eating because of that, because I didn't want to feel my emotions. So that was my way of dealing with everything what was happening in my relationship. And during that process, I felt a lot of emotions, of course, from fear, anxiety, shame, insecurity. I didn't feel so much worthy, and also a lot of rejection. And yeah, it was a hard time phase in my life to go through that. And yeah, that's part of my story. And another one is that I am in early menopause. I already mentioned that before during our live session. 1 in 1,000 ladies are becoming in early menopause before the age of 30. And I found out when I was 28. And right then, like my friends around me, they all started having children, and I felt such a like a failure to my parents. I couldn't give them grandchildren. To my fiance Dennis, I couldn't give him a son or a daughter. And I also had to deal with a lot of symptoms I didn't want to deal with, like hot flashes and all the mood swings. And there are so many things as a 30-year old girl you don't want to think about because normally people from 50 plus are dealing with that. You don't want to deal with that when you're 30. And I also felt really lonely because no one around me had to go through the same thing. I was looking online and I couldn't find anyone who was dealing the same thing. So I felt really lonely. And I have a beautiful network, and people are, of course, they're always there for me, but knowing how it feels to go through that at the age of 30, that's something different. And of course, there are also a lot of emotion in that. There was a grief because I had to let go this vision of how my future will look like. And I couldn't be that anymore. And there was anger and frustration and a lot of uncertainty and guilt and shame. So yeah, it was a hard period. And because of that, I I became depressed because yeah, I felt so alone, and it was COVID time, and we were like the whole world was locked up. And yeah, I was numbing myself by scrolling through my phone and Netflix, and isolating myself from others. Didn't want to attend children birthdays because it was too much for me. Yeah, it was just a struggle to get through the day. And then there was a moment I decided I want to do things differently. And that was my breakthrough moment. There was a moment I was sitting on my couch. Thank you for AI who's creating this picture. But it was really me on that couch, scrolling again over my phone. And I thought by myself, it's enough. I want to change something. I don't want to continue my life with all the things that have happened who are affecting me. And I want to change in my future. So that's why I took some intentional action. I decided to attend one of the NLP practitioners for 3 days. And in these 3 days, I learned so much about my brain and how I am programmed and how I see myself and what my beliefs are, and also how this affects me in my daily life. And I decided from these 3 days that I want to do the NLP practitioner and also the master. And I did it. And I'm so grateful and proud of myself when I see these pictures, when I'm standing on the stage and celebrating me and going through this beautiful adventure. And because of that, I also started to do one-on-one coaching. I remember there was one lady and she said, "Oh, I want to learn more about NLP. Can you teach me this?" And from that, some other people came to me as well. And I just thought I can create an awareness and a safe space for others to talk about what they are going through, and maybe I can help them and share my experience and my knowledge with them. And I did that, and it was really nice to do that and help others changing. And I also took a step out of my comfort zone by being a podcast host. With Wouter, I am in this podcast called Strugglend Vooruit, Struikelend Vooruit. And I became part of this Joseph McClendon crew. And what I also said, I'm crewing during NLP practitioner seminars. So yeah, it's fun to do these things and stepping out of my comfort zone and learning new things about myself. And another one is making connections with other women of the world. As you can see, here are a lot of ladies I met during the past few years in my life, and they are changing my life. And as you can see, Lillian, and there's Sherry, and some other amazing women. I met Helena during our Women Empowerment Bootcamp, and we didn't stop talking since that day. And these are some girls from my NLP. Yeah, they're always so kind, and we are so connected to each other. So that's a beautiful thing when you connect with other women. Like Lydin had a saying, like when you connect, then things are changing because you are so connected and you help each other in that. And because of that, I became part of a global women empowerment movement. And it's a beautiful thing when we come together, sometimes over Zoom, and hopefully in the future we can do a lot of boot camps somewhere on a beautiful island. Hopefully something warm under the palm trees. That would be amazing. So yeah, these are some milestones in my life in the past few years. And yeah, like I imagine you are hearing my story about my destructive relationships and also about my menopause. And of course, these are yeah, sad things. But in every situation, there are also beautiful things you can learn from. And one of the lessons I've learned that there's no failure, there's only learning. So in every situation when you feel like you're failing, see it as a lesson, something you learn. If you don't quit, if you don't stop, if you just continue, maybe in a different road, you will find a different way and you will create everything you want to. It's important you don't stop. And connections changes everything. Like what I mentioned, I felt really alone. And from the moment I felt more connected with others who were like-minded like me, everything changed because I didn't feel alone anymore. And I could learn from their ways of seeing things. And of course, what I mentioned before, every challenge carries a gift waiting to be discovered. So maybe you're going through something really hard and you don't see it right now. I have experienced every time when I went through something afterwards and sometimes during, I realized, okay, this was a huge gift. And I learned something about myself. I'm changing, I'm growing. And yeah, these are the lessons I learned in the past few years. So my vision is to see women who have faced infertility, miscarriage, or early menopause live full and meaningful lives while inspiring and supporting other women to feel seen, connected, and empowered. That is my vision. And because of that, I also create a mission to inspire and empower women who have faced infertility, miscarriage, or early menopause to go from feeling lonely and stuck, like I had, to living a full and meaningful life through a supportive community and the Marije Louise program. So yeah. And moving forward, of course, I have some goals in my life and I'm already working on it. Of course, the women empowerment movement. That's why we are here today. Hopefully, in the next few years, we are going to create more women empowerment bootcamps all over the world. And I also want to create an infertility and premenopause community so we can talk about these things. I believe that is very important because there are so many people are dealing with the same thing and they don't know where to go to and where they can talk about it. So I want to create that. And travel with purpose. Me and some others from this group are connected to a beautiful travel club and we travel with purpose. That's one of the most important things, and that's why we are here today with Safe, because we also, besides the traveling part, we want to travel with purpose, and we want to help others, yeah, to create a better life, and that's why we are connected to this Safe project. And yeah, I share my story because I believe that when we share our experience, we can inspire courage in others. And that's why Story of Courage and Project Safe mean so much to me. I believe that together we have the opportunity to support 30 young women in Cebu as they learn new skills and work towards a brighter and more sustainable future. And if my story touched you today, I hope you will join us in supporting theirs. And I believe that together we turn courage into change. So that's the reason why we are doing this. And yeah, I hope you can support us in that. And moving a little bit more forward in the future, I would love to become a public speaker. I want to create my own Louise program, helping women rediscover their strength, self-love, and freedom. And I would love to write and publish my own book. to tell my story and hopefully inspire others who are going through the same thing. And yeah, that would be very nice if I can do that. And then let's connect in Instagram, Facebook. You can scan the QR code, and yeah, let's connect and talk after this presentation about, maybe you have questions, maybe you want to know more about me, or maybe you're going through the same thing. Let's connect. Okay. We'll end this. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you so
yeah.
much, Marije. Thank you for sharing your story. And as you can hear, challenges and crises or conditions, doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop Marije from keep moving forward, keep taking actions, intentional actions. And I love your lessons learned. When you revisited your story, you are not going back with a victim's mindset. You're not, it's not a pity party, crying, what has went wrong, and questioning all the why this happened to me. But rather you thought of, you extract the wisdom and the values from your own story, and that
Yes.
there's no failure, only learning, right?
Yes.
And connection changes everything,
Yeah.
and every challenge carries a gift waiting to be discovered.
Yeah.
Wow. And see how far you have come, and it's and more exciting endeavors and milestone ahead. And so thank you once again for sharing your story to inspire others, and also to turn that courage into action. So I hope our audience out there, after listening to Mariah's story, you're inspired to awaken your courage, to turn your courage into action. And the first thing that you can do is to support Project Safe, to join us in making a difference together. So thank you once again,
Thank
Marije, for
you.
sharing your story. All right, now we have our next courage ambassador, none other than Magdalene. So again, if you want to know more about Magdalene, go to our replay. All right, so for the conversation we had before that. But tonight is to hear her story, her journey that she went through. So, Madeline, you, anytime when you're ready, let me just.
Yes, yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen out there who's listening to my story. I hope you got inspired and you will inspire the next person that you meet. Right? Introducing myself, you can call me Nonya Magdalene. You can find me in all the social media, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Right, I have 20 years in beauty and wellness industry. I am an award-winning makeup artist, and I'm also accredited HRDC trainer in Malaysia. I'm a certified international professional mental wellness by OIBD UK. So I'm also a certified tourist guide by Ministry of Arts and Culture, Malaysia. So behind this, what was my childhood like? Next. So my childhood memories, because I'm in a typical Chinese family, I can say that I got non-stop scolding from my family, because maybe that I'm a eldest in the family. They are expecting a lot more from me. So even I wash a cup, I got scolded. I did not wash a cup, I got scolded. It's like this for many, many years. So secondly, at the age of 2.5 years old, I was attacked by asthma. No, I remember when I attending the kindergarten, preschool, I cannot play with the kids during recess time because I can cough easily and I get wheezing easily. So I remember I always ended up in my teacher's arm. So she holding me while watching others play during playtime. That was not fun at all. So the third one is I, at the age of 8, I was molested by a worker cleaning up my condo. We know him very close. He come to clean our condo, our surrounding every day. But one day I just don't know why. I smell his cigarette And the next thing I remember was I was sitting on his lap in the garden. So I quickly ran off, shut the door, hiding in the house. And the first person I came to was my grandma. When when I was ready, when I got my courage enough to tell my grandma, Grandma, I got molested by the guy, the uncle Donald Duck who cleans our apartment. You know what she said? She said, oh no, you are dirty. So from that day onwards, I feel very, very worthless. Next, what do I do to hide my fear? So since young, I'm very artistic. I love arts. I love craft. I was into Chinese calligraphy as well. So I excel in art stream. I excel in painting. I excel in Chinese calligraphy. Some every year I got first in my school, whole school, and even represent Penang to take part in Chinese calligraphy competition. And I play music. In primary school, I was in the marching band. I play trumpet, saxophone, bells, horn. Yeah, I love music. And then in secondary school, I am in Chinese orchestra. So I'm in the music, so I can forget everything, every ugly thing that happened to me. And then most importantly, I behave like a boy. I have short hair. I wear big oversized t-shirt to cover myself. I wear pants every day. And even next slide, you can see that I learned up the Japanese martial arts. It's called Aikido to actually protect myself. So for ladies and gentlemen that in front of the screen, guess which one was me? You can say right, top, third one from the right, or second row, blah, blah, blah. You can guess which one is me. But I want to say, it's not the cute one, and it's not the center one. It is the left middle row, the one with a very, very short hair. Yes. So I hide myself like this to protect myself. Next slide, you can see that I like to have overwhelmed jobs. I work 3 jobs a day, just to forget not very happy things and as well make some money. So you can see next slide, when I meet crises, I work very, very hard. But one day, my boss told me, hi, Mac, tomorrow onwards, you no need to come to work anymore. Just a phone call, I lost my job. So that time I remember I have financial crisis, my emotional crisis. I got attacked like, because my boss told me if I work harder, if they earn more, they can give me profit sharing. And in one day, so everything lost. I lost my dream, I lost my hope. So next one, I believe crisis is opportunity. Where one day, when I was sitting in Starbucks, not to enjoy the coffee, because I got no financial freedom, I was using their free Wi-Fi to find jobs. So that time was Pink October month. It was Cancer Awareness Month. So one of the ladies asked me in Starbucks, oh, would you like to support our charity? I say, oh, I can't. I love to, but I can't because I'm in financial crisis. So the lady kind enough to, she asked me, hey, are you free this Saturday? I would like to invite you to my beauty class. So the first question I asked was, oh, is it free? She said, yes, it's free. Again, confirm it's free? Yes, it's free of charge. So I attended the beauty class. I put on my first time in my life, I put on makeup and I feel I was so pretty, so beautiful. So from that day onwards, it inspired me to inspire other women to have confidence in their life, to have confidence in their look, and to love how they look like. So you can see next slide. I start to empower women. This is one of the Mother's Day project by inviting all the mothers to do a makeover. So something that very, very touched me was this is the second time they put on makeup. The first time was on their wedding. So after I make over, one of the lady who seated in front with the brown color dress, she said, "Oh, Meg, you inspire me. Now I have gained back my confidence and I want to look like this every day." So when I asked her what happened, she said, "Oh, I lost myself when I went through a divorce. So my husband left me and I got nothing. So I look very haggard every day." Until she met me, she said her life changes. I was very inspired. Yeah. So I also do corporate image classes. You can see from the next slide. 5-star or 4-star hotels. And you also can see, yay, corporate leaders in First International Women's Summit. Lillian was there. Okay, next one is corporate makeup course. No matter what background you're from, no matter what skin tone you can be beautiful because you are uniquely you. So in my classes, you will find yourself. Next one, you will see grooming class for college student. College student, when they finish their diploma or degree, when they want to go out to do an interview session, they are lost sometimes. So in my class, I teach them how to beautify themselves and how to speak confidently during their interviews. So next one, even secondary school students, they attended my talk. What is confidence? Not by cutting your eyelids, not by putting a D cup or E cup. It's not that. But but it's the confidence in you. Graduation is not the end. It's actually the beginning of a new chapter where their dreams take flight and possibilities are really endless. So I love what I'm doing. Next one, you can see some other corporate makeup shops where all the girls, they enjoy and they immerse in their beautiful self. So they found out that, wow, they can be beautiful too. Right. So also some corporate grooming in 4-stars and 5-stars hotel where their staff, where you represent your company, you not only want to speak confidently, you want to look good as well. So yep. And then I also conducted beauty fair every quarter. So just to invite those who never know how to do makeup or they don't know how to use their skincare, they can come to learn from me. And not only that, I'm also a cultural heritage ex the tour guide. So this is Penang tour where everyone dress up like just like in olden days. All right, and then you really immerse into the back days where you treasure um where I teach them how to treasure their great grandparents, how to respect them because they have been through a tough life coming into Malaysia from China. Next one, I want to thank Lilian because I have attended this Transform with Courage boot camp. This is the fourth time, and every year I attended, it grows inside me. So every year, because I'm in business, every day we meet, something happen, right? Good, bad, or something funny. So when you attended this camp, it really go into my mind, my heart. So what action will I do next? So it changes me every year. So every year, our students, we will have a project. This year, our project is Project Safe. Next one, where I share my story today, want to inspire you yourself and maybe the friends around you so that you will find confidence how little successful or how little beautiful you are. You are beautiful, you are uniquely beautiful, and believe in yourself because you are a wonderful woman. Right. Thank you so much. And I head back to Lillian. Oh, my last slide. If you want to in touch with me, call me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Magdalene, for sharing your story. And once again, our audience out there, if you have, I mean, you have both story. you have also heard, who we are standing with, who are,
Yeah.
in this project, who are we standing with, with this fundraising project. Yeah. So do make a difference, right? Tonight is all about bringing us to the heart of why we are here together. We began by hearing all the realities that these girls are facing, right? The vulnerable young women in Cebu. We heard what Patricia had shared, how Project Safe is able to create an opportunity and another pathway for these 30 girls. And then we heard Marije and Magdalene's stories, different journeys, different challenges, right? Different turning points, but one common thread. They both chose to take intentional action. And tonight we have a choice too, right? We can simply just listen and be inspired, or you can turn you can turn this inspiration into action. So I hope that if the stories tonight have touched you, we invite you to support Project Safe. Give what you can, right? Share the campaign and tell someone about these 30 girls that we are supporting, because every contribution, every conversation, every act of your support becomes part of a different story. You're creating a story of hope, story of opportunities, story of transformation for these 30 girls. And this is what women supporting women looks like. We don't want to have to know another woman personally to stand with her, right? We have not met these 30 girls, but we choose to stand with these 30 girls, and we simply have to choose to care. We choose to care, and we choose to stand together. So when we stand together, when we choose to stand together, courage multiplies, right? We are multiplying the courage that we want to awaken in every one of us. So I want to leave everyone with this message at the heart of everything that we do. When a woman finds the courage, everything changes, right? Her voice changes, like what you heard Magdalene and Marije. Their voice changes before and after their crisis, right? Her choices change, and her future definitely changes. And when we unite in courage, we can change someone else's future too. So thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Magdalene. And thank you, Marije. And thank you, everyone, for joining us to choose to be part of this movement. So every story inspires, every act of courage creates impact. And let's continue to build a global movement of women united in courage. And I love your batch tagline that this Transform with Courage book camp. You ladies said, let's leave every place better than we found it. So thank you once again. Patricia, do you have any last message that you want to convey to the audience, representing Project Safe and from World Vision Singapore? Patricia.
Yeah, thank you, Lillian. Thank you for this opportunity to share. And each of your story of courage is a living example for these girls that we are supporting, so that they can also step out in courage to create a better future for themselves, just like how you all have done as women of courage. So thank you very much, and I hope y'all can support this project. And we will actually share the gratitude and the appreciation from these 30 girls who would now have a better future because you choose to take action. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we see you in our next story of courage, where we have two more courage ambassador coming to support this initiative. All right. So see you in the next story of courage. Bye.